Tonight, it's an all-new night of crime and punishment. First, a notorious killer returns.
Just call me Bob.
Kelsey Grammer's back on The Simpsons. Then,
Where's my finger?
manslaughter hits King of the Hill. Malcolm's busted for forbidden love.
Get your filthy mouth off of my daughter's face!
And even Andy Richter knows you can't hide from the buzz.
A woman has certain needs.
Oh, dear.
An all-new night of crime and punishment starts at 8 tonight on Fox.
Everyone loves a winner. And right now, everyone wins with 0 interest, 0 down, and 0 payments till spring. All on Ford's best-selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on all 2002s and select 2003s. Year-end clearance is the time to buy with 0 interest, 0 down, and 0 payments till spring. Plus, get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. So pick up your new Ford now, and you'll go home the winner. See your Midwest Ford dealer today.
Wrap up big savings on Rubbermaid storage containers from Menards. The Wrap and Craft box keeps paper, ribbons, and tape neat and organized. In 2 styles, $7.96 each. Or how about this 35-gallon latching tote for $9.76? Keep toys, cameras, and CD players running with Energizer Max alkaline batteries. Multi-packs of CD and 9 volts are $2.99 after rebate. Double and triple A's are $3.49 after rebate. Power up with savings from Menards.
What we call plastic surgery, restoring or improving form and function, is one of the world's oldest healing arts. At Heartland Plastic Surgery, today's modern miracles include breast reduction or enhancement. With impeccable credentials and skill, Dr. Eugene Cherney can help restore self-esteem and create the figure you've always dreamed of, comfortably and affordably. Call us to attend our next seminar. At Heartland Plastic Surgery, man's essential quest for self-improvement meets modern science.
Remember going to your deli for a hot melt sandwich? No, it closed after the owner lost his money at the track. But you'll love Hardee's Hot Melts, roast beef and cheddar, hot ham and cheese, or the mushroom and Swiss burger. Mix and match any two for just $3 at Hardee's.
Made from scratch meats. I make these biscuits, I pour the ingredients, I roll them out, I cut them, and I bake them.
Now get 2 Hardee's sausage and egg biscuits for just $2.22. Baked fresh every morning.
They're delicious.
News, weather, business, and sports. Fox 17 News at 9 is keeping you informed.
The Visa Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
While Terry is talking, let me welcome you to the Visa Halftime. Minnesota and New Orleans. The Saints can clinch a playoff berth with a win and a little help.
All right, Dante Culpepper, you big, strong, get it going fast. Look at him, JB. Takes it in from 6 yards out. Second touchdown rushing in the first half for Dante Culpepper. Ensuing kickoff. That means right after that touchdown, yes, sir, Michael Lewis takes this big bad boy. 97 yards, his third touchdown of the return on the season. 14-10 Vikings. And then Jake Reed from the right side. Post route. There it is. 35-yard touchdown reception against his former teammates. The Vikings, the Saints are up 20-17. Bottom right of your screen from the slot to the post goes Randy Moss. 33-yard reception, touchdown, 24-20. Vikings over New Orleans at the half. Warren Sapp getting ready. Coming into Detroit. Michael Ostad says, watch this, Ostad that is. 1-yard touchdown. I could have run that in. Touchdown, 10-0 Tampa Bay. And then Mike McMahon in for the Joey Harrington had to leave with an irregular heartbeat. He finds Jay Schrader, 16, 18-yard touchdown. 13 all now. Bucks and the is that right? 13 all. Hello. Let's go down to Atlanta. Love it in Atlanta. Beautiful, beautiful air and the magnolia block, the honeysuckle vibes are everywhere. 91-yard kickoff return by Allen Rawson. I love talking like that, JB. Got a ball game 7-all until Michael Big rolling left, throwback right. There's your throwback screen, Jamie. And that's a 20-yarder. Algie Crumpler just doing a fine job down there. 17-7 Falcons over the Seahawks. Washington, Philadelphia, Stephen Davis, separated shoulder, dislocated shoulder that is, had to leave this ball game. A.J. Feely, you love this. This will go down as a 38-yard touchdown pass. Beautiful job, a screen pass. Deuce Staley picks up some great blocks, takes it 38 yards. Philadelphia and Andy Reid off and running 7-0 Staley. Then again, in 1 yard out, actually touchdown was set up by Cecil Martin, 53-yard reception. 17-7, Eagles over the Redskins. Tommy Maddox, welcome back. I tell you what, nothing worse than a spinal concussion, get over it, and then have the courage to play in this game so physical and violent as it is. Beautiful job there. Flexible burst on the crossing route of 11 yards, 7 us some Steelers. Rodney P. Lovely. What's his wife's name? Holly Robinson. Holly Robinson. Good of her to have her in the house. Encouraging everybody. 7-all. Carolina and Pittsburgh. There's your blitz. What the heck's going on, Chris Winkie? And now we have a Steelers, beautiful Steeler game. Beautiful, beautiful day. 13-7.
Why? Because they're up.
You got
Colts are tied with the Titans for the top spot in the AFC South. Right now, 16-0 there. The Dolphins looking for their 5th straight win over the Raiders. Winner here has an inside track on the first-round bye. Chargers and Bills. It's the Bills on top, 13-10, and the Jets, who are still in it, the playoff hunt that is, trailing the Bears by 3. Ravens still in the playoff hunt as well, up by 6. And the Jaguars and Bengals, 2-point lead. The Jaguars are nursing there. The Jaguars are still in it as well. Minnesota, Nolans.
Well, as much as Terry's going to be throwing roses New Orleans' way, and they got the easiest schedule of the contenders left this year, any team that gives up at least 20 points in every single game this year, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. They've got to play better defense if they got a chance in the playoffs.
Well, that's been the question with New Orleans. It's not their offense, it's been their defense. And one of the problems they've had when they face the Minnesota Vikings, they've limited Randy Moss's catches, but they've all been for big plays. And explain to me why Cedric Hodge, linebacker, ends up matched up on Randy Moss for the big touchdown play. And they do have the easiest schedule, but it's hard to figure right now. These teams that are in contention are playing easy teams, look like W's, and they struggle.
Right. He was locked up on because it was cover 2 in the slot. He should have jammed him and got help from over
Jimmy Johnson has gone through 2-a-days this past week, and I tenaciously on Terry Bradshaw's case as we tell you that the Visa halftime continues after this.
I wish we had more time.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be. The NASCAR Young Guns were born to make racing more exciting. The Daytona 500 returns this February only on Fox.
Meet Evan, a bachelor who earns $19,000 a year.
Great hair, great eyes, great body.
And meet the 20 women who are about to compete for his heart. Why? They think he's worth $50 million. Now, who would ever give him that idea? Can true love survive a little $50 million lie? Joe Millionaire, a new reality series with a twist.
It's a dream come true.
That's really twisted. Premieres Monday, January 6th on Fox.
Peyton, what are we going to do? The game's on the line. All right, hook and lateral. Ready? Break!
There's midfield with seconds on the clock. If they complete a pass, I don't think they can get it out of bounds and stop the clock. Whoa! Look at this! What a play! Oh, baby, that's classic!
Now, this is a classic. It's all yours.
Nah, I got my own.
The size you want, the team you want. Get your own Gridiron Classic available at NFL Shop on NFL.com.
Welcome back to New Orleans. The score here at halftime, the Minnesota Vikings 24 and the Saints 20. And the Vikings are ruining that playoff picture so far that the Saints had coming into this game. Well, earlier, our sideline reporter Joe Trahan caught up with Vikings head coach Mike Tice.
Coach Tice, you guys in a back-and-forth affair. Talk about Dante Culpepper's decision-making process in that first half.
Well, I think he's making some great plays for us. He's getting out of trouble. Having a little problem in pass protection with the noise, with the crowd noise. Our guys are a little bit late off the ball. We'll get that figured out and give our guys some help, but he's doing a great job of when to get out of the pocket, throwing the ball superb. But we got to get our special teams together. Our special teams are certainly not very special right now.
In a back-and-forth game, what will be the key to trying to end your road losing streak?
Turnovers. We can't turn the football over, and we can't let them make any plays on us on special teams.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right, Joe, thank you. Minnesota 24, the Saints 20. We'll return to New Orleans for the start of the second half after these messages from your local Fox station.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
The Mercedes-Benz C230.
Available this holiday season for $2.99 a month. Exclusively at European Motor Cars, Des Moines.
At American, we're bringing HDTV home for the holidays. We carry more high-definition televisions than anyone, an incredible selection. From plasma TVs that hang right on the wall, tube styles, to big widescreen projection models. And American has new lower pricing on HD TVs starting at just $6.99 for HD-ready sets. Plus, we have a real affordable way to pay for your new HD TV with zero interest financing for 2 full years and no money down. American makes it easy to put HD TV into your home for the holidays.
It only happens once a year. Toyotathon 03. This year-end tradition features incredible values on Toyota's top trucks. And right now, get 0% financing on the powerful I-Force V8 Tundra. Or you can get great cash back on Tundra, the truck that's perfect for both work and play. Get to your Toyota dealer, where it's all going on now. Toyotathon 03. Don't miss it.
Pop on down, it's life on time. A quarter-pound burger from the east side. Double fun drive-through, bebop style. Pop on down for the best. Bebop. Bebop. Well, that's a hoppin' boppin' place, you know. For a burger, some fries to go. So pop on down for the best. For the one and only burger at Bebop's.
The Mercedes-Benz ML320. Available this holiday season for $49 a month. Exclusively at European Motor Cars, Des Moines.
It's the Foxcast, your first look at weather every night at 9, only on KDSM Fox 17.
My name is David. I play offense. I play center. I play guard. I play defense. And sometimes I play tackle. Sometimes I play defense. Because I play right guard. I play linebacker. I play running back. I play fullback. I play right guard. Tackle. My name's Casey and I play football.
Back here in New Orleans, Ron Pitts, John Yurkovich. Minnesota Vikings up over the New Orleans Saints 24-20. And you look at what's going on. We talked about the running games for both teams coming in. Deuce McAllister just can't seem to get it going. Michael Bennett, he's getting it going a little bit, but Dante Culpepper is unconscious.
Culpepper is unconscious. You're right, Michael Bennett has 105 total yards, but it's Culpepper who got in the end zone twice early. Once on the quarterback draw, bowling over 2 New Orleans Saints. Second on a scramble, and Howard should have had him for his sack. They find a way to get a touchdown. Then Michael Lewis comes back on a kickoff return. Nobody touches him. He gets all the way in the end zone for a 97-yard return. Then Jake Reed down the middle of the field for a touchdown. And in a 2-minute situation, Cedric Hodge finds himself on Randy Moss. Randy Moss with the big touchdown right before the half.
Dante Culpepper at the half, 12 for 18, 194 yards. And he got into the end zone twice, rushing. That's Tyrone Carter. He'll take this squibber at about the 6. He's got a full head of steam, runs into his own man. He'll go down about the 33-yard line. Here's a quick look at the halftime numbers.
Yeah, there's the shocking thing. 291 total yards for the Minnesota Vikings. That's unbelievable. The time of possession is pretty equal. But the rushing yards for the New Orleans Saints, that has to pick up. And you got to look at the offensive line. I know Deuce is hurt, but the offensive line has to open up some holes for Deuce McAllister. McAllister's getting hit in the backfield. He's not getting any momentum whatsoever built up.
And I'm sure Vikings fans back home are wondering where was all this offensive production earlier in the year. The Saints are messed up on defense. They can't get lined up right. They got Jay Bellamy on Randy Moss. And Culpepper doesn't have time to see him. He flips this one out to Dwayne Bates. Right now, let's go down to our sideline reporter, Joe Trahan. Joe?
Thanks so much, Ron. I talked to Saints head coach Jim Haslett. He says defensively it's simple. When they have shots at Dante Culpepper, they have to make them count and get them on the ground. Offensively, despite struggling in the running game, expect a mix of pass and run. And Joe Horn, by the way, says he's just fine after taking that hard hit in the second quarter. Ron, back to you.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Culpepper looking at a 2nd and 8 here. Flying saucer in the backfield. He'll lead. That's Bennett. Bennett will push his way up the field, and we've got a flag down. And there's been a lot of those.
Big John Hand was engaged.
C3, offense. 10 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, Big Norman Hand. I keep calling him John Hand. Big Norman Hand was engaged with Corbin Lucina, and Lucina got called for the holding. Hand tried to shed the block and make the tackle on Bennett, and that's where they made the holding call on Lucina.
Well, let me ask you this. We know that Norman Hand's chicken wings are good because we've got some up in the booth here.
Fantastic.
But how good was John Hand?
Oh, John Hand was phenomenal. Pass rusher, could play both the run and the pass equally. Reminds me a little bit of Norman Hand.
This is Culpepper looking down the field, and this will go way out of bounds. And speaking of Norman Hand, well, he's got his own wings restaurant. It's called Wiggle Wings, Big Wiggle Wings.
Look at that price.
You know what? John's trying to keep up with inflation, I think.
I think he is.
Norman.
Yeah, Big Norman.
Yeah, you got me going with John.
Jake Reed was there, caught a touchdown pass. Had to fuel the fire. Had some chicken wings. Joe Horn was there.
Those were supposed to be up here for us.
That's for me and Grossman. We had 400 wings ordered. Me and Bobby Grossman were going to eat all of them.
I think our camera guys ate it up. That's all right.
They devoured them.
As good a job as the Fox camera guys do, they can eat it up. This is Culpepper, 3rd down and a long 16. He won't be close. Sammy Knight brings him down. And this will bring on a punting situation for the Minnesota Vikings.
3rd and 18. You have to put yourself in a better situation. You get some yardage. Get about 14 of those yards, 13 of those yards back. You punt it away. Try to pin New Orleans in, and this is where the defense from Minnesota has to go to work.
Kyle Richardson, he booms this one, another poor kick. It'll flop around and die at about the 24-yard line. Big Norman sweating it up. And those are his wings.
Tasty.
They're hot too.
Right now, fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by December 16th. So get packing.
You are now free to move about the country.
Take all the time you want, folks.
We'll take this one in red.
Beautiful choice, sir.
No, black.
Black. That's actually my favorite color.
Red. Definitely red.
With Microsoft Server software, you can quickly connect with customers. That's software for the agile business from Microsoft.
You know what impossible means? Don't even try it. Impossible can't happen. Impossible says, what are you, crazy? That's impossible. But not anymore. Not since the playoffs. Now impossible is just a starting point. Impossible is a negotiation. Impossible means Tom Brady, a second-string quarterback drafted in the 6th round, can catapult millions into euphoria. That's the magnitude of the playoffs. They've changed the English language. They've made impossible possible.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Microsoft, providing software for the agile business.
We're back here in New Orleans. Set for the New Orleans Saints to take over here, 1st and 10. This will be their worst starting field position of the day so far. 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver in the game for the Saints. That's Lamont Hall in motion. The quick pitch to Deuce. Deuce reverses his field, and with that ankle, he's going to keep on rolling. He gets a nice block from Aaron Brooks before he's run out of bounds by Greg Beaker.
The adjustment by Deuce, he had the vision, he saw the penetration on the left side, got out of the tackle, broke the tackle, took it all the way across the field. Should have continued. He hesitated just a little bit, but here it is. It's the vision. He knows he's in trouble. He's got defenders all over him. Now he's trying to find some space. He gets Aaron Brooks to set a key block for him. Beaker chases him out of bounds.
I don't know how Lance Johnston missed the tackle. The quick pitch. This is Joe Horn. Joe with the stiffy, and then he gets slammed. And I'm surprised we don't see any extracurricular activity there. That's Brian Williams. Right now, let's go to Los Angeles and JB.
Ron, we know the playoff implications there with you. Atlanta needs a win and a giant loss. They had a 10-point lead, now cut to 3 as Matt Hasselbeck hooks up with Jeremy Stevens on a 5-yard strike. 17-14 Falcons. Back to Ron and John.
All right, JB. JB, I know you didn't put that suit on Terry Bradshaw.
Seattle going to make it tough on Atlanta.
2nd down and 7, play action. Brooks looking down the field. He goes, and he's got Horn again. Horn working on Corey Bradford that time. A pickup of 17.
Horn working on wide receiver on the defensive back there, Brian Williams. You see him take a look. The timing is perfect. Brooks throws right on rhythm. Right on rhythm, he ends up making the throw. And that's why he gets it just in bounds. And Horn, the veteran receiver, can get in bounds with 2 feet.
You think he got two down on that one? And the trick is, did he have possession? What?
Well, you see the drag. He's dotting the eye. He's dragging. That one foot comes down and the other one drags.
Doesn't matter. The play is off. The replay is negated. This one intended for Boo Williams, but it's incomplete.
Even if you wanted to challenge a play like this, here's Horn coming to the sideline. Bradford in pursuit. There's the one. Catches the back half of the ball. Joe Horn catches the back half. And then he drags. Once that first foot's down, he just kind of limp legs the left leg and just makes sure it drags and catches some of the carpet.
Great play by Joe Horn, 2nd in the NFC in 3rd down catches. He's had 6 100-yard-plus games. Many say that he's a shoo-in for the Pro Bowl. The Vikings pull up an 8-man. A flag is down.
It's Bradford coming up.
Number 68, offense. 5 yards, 2nd down.
Bob McElwee says it's on the Saints, and they'll go backwards.
Ronnie Bradford's coming up, making it look like a blitz. Here's Turley up on top. He's the one that gives a little bit of a move. And up, you start taking vision. The offensive line is looking left and right. You see a guy coming to blitz, you get a little bit antsy to get out on your guy. And Turley cost him 5 yards.
Defensive coordinators bank on that antsiness. 2nd and 15.
Nobody's open. Stallworth was the only receiver open on the near side of the football field. Otherwise, Brooks had nobody to go to.
That pass intended for McAllister. Johnstone with the pressure.
The offensive line's protecting, but here you see on the left side of the field, Joe Horn running his route. He's got coverage. Jake Reed running the route. They got pursuit coverage. And Aaron Brooks doesn't want to make the throw. He's looking for something a little bit easier. He just doesn't want to make the throw.
And maybe Aaron Brooks can't make that throw. Doesn't feel comfortable with the amount of zip because of the bruised shoulder. He's had to come out early the last 2 games. This is 3rd and 15. He holds, fires, and he skips one intended for Jerome Pathon, who was actually wide open.
And that may be your clear-cut sign right there. Talked about that arm being a little tired, dragging just a bit. That's a play that Aaron Brooks makes 9 out of 10 times. And there, the ball's underthrown. Yeah. Pathon sliding, trying to make the play. That ball's where it should be. Pathon's on the run, taking that ball into the end zone, putting pressure on the two defensive backs for the Minnesota Vikings.
Second punt today for Toby Goen. He'll keep this one deep to Nick Davis. Davis standing on the 13. This is a high floater. He'll call for a fair catch. He does. And that's where Dante Culpepper and the Vikings will take over when we come back.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No. Simpsons Talking Watches now only at Burger King. Just $2.39 each with the purchase of any value meal.
Cool your jets, man.
Burger. Collect all 4. And our big double cheeseburger is just 99 cents with 2 slices of melted cheese and 2 juicy flame-broiled patties. More beef than a big and tasty. Hurry, offers end soon.
Nice phone. I gotta get a cordless headset.
Funny how the holidays turn even the most serious business people into kids again. Consider Office Depot your toy store, because our people know exactly what business people want for the holidays, and we offer a wide variety of gifts at great prices. Office Depot. What you need to know.
Golf Saturday? Can't. It's my weekend with the kids.
It's coming. The next American Idol. This January on Fox. Fox Tuesday. Eric bombs the SATs.
An 800's not good.
What could be worse?
I got a 1030! He did worse than Kelso? I watched that kid glue his hand to his face.
All new That 70s Show, followed by all new episodes of Andy Richter and 24 at 8/7 Central Fox Tuesday. Fox Monday is the season for peace and goodwill toward men.
There's a hotel on Beacon Hill. Get a room, and I'll meet you there at 4 o'clock.
Be there for a special holiday Boston public.
Mr. Hanson, thank you.
Well, I didn't do anything yet.
Yes, you have.
An all-new episode, 8/7 Central Fox Monday.
Back here in New Orleans, the Saints trying to close up a 4-point lead by the Minnesota Vikings, and the Vikings have the ball. Kyle Turley getting that offensive line together, talking to Aaron Brooks and a few other members of the Saints. Here's a quick pitch. That's Randy Moss. Moss going against Dale Carter. Well, Yurko, I know you love NASCAR, and you're in your element. Because coming up this February, NASCAR on Fox returns with the 45th running of the great American race, the Daytona 500. Tony Stewart begins his Winston Cup title defense as he leads a star-studded field of the world's best, while Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip lead our gang for another season of high-speed action, energy, humor, excitement, and all that good stuff. The Daytona 500 flag will drop in 15 weeks. This is complete for Michael Bennett. He's out across the 30-yard line.
It's complete for first down yardage, but there's a hold. One of the New Orleans Saints got corralled on the perimeter.
Holding, number 74, offense. 10 yards, second down.
Bryant McKinney, he's been getting off the ball slow. He's had problems. The crowd noise has bothered him. Mike Tice has said that. Here he is in the upstance against Howard. And Howard doesn't get off the ball great there, but he posts him with the left arm, throws the rip in. And McKinney's got nothing to do but to drag him down to the ground. So one thing McKinney does, because he's 6'8", he does play a little high. And if Howard gets under him, he has problems with him.
Mo Williams in the backfield. That's Williams. Williams gets nothing. He's stacked up hard.
Mo Williams has 10 touchdowns on the year.
You can see the score there, Philadelphia and Washington. Philly taking care of their end of the deal for the Saints. But the Saints haven't taken care of their part of it.
And they struggle at home. They have struggled at home. They're 10-12 at home under Coach Jim Haslett. They're 16-7 on the road. You should be better. If you're a playoff team, you should be better at home. They just haven't found a way to muster up the intensity when they're at home.
3rd and 14. Culpepper complete to Klein Saucer. Saucer trying to get out to the first down, and he won't do it. A nice effort, though, and a nice check down by Dante Culpepper. Darren Smith on the tackle. And we've got a Saint injured. That looks like Dale Carter. And Dale Carter is in pain.
Carter's on the field. If he can't go, Irvin can.
We'll come back and check on Dale Carter right after this.
Fred, who knew one cup of coffee could do that much damage?
Fred, is a printer supposed to smoke like that?
Hey, Fred, I think I fried the motherboard and the fatherboard, too.
Dealing with technology is hard. That's why CDW makes buying it as simple as possible by having brand name technology products in stock so you can get what you need when you need it.
Fred, where are you going? My email's still down.
CDW, the right technology right away.
My son, Michael, and I are making sure that everyone in New York is eating good. Hello, sir.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hi. You need some nice hot chunky soup to fill you up right.
You deserve it.
Introducing Campbell's Chunky Honey Roasted Ham and Potatoes. Big chunks of hearty ham and loads of veggies.
Thanks for the soup.
You're welcome.
Wave goodbye, dear.
New Campbell's Chunky Roasted Favorites fill you up right.
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear this holiday season. Call 877-NFL-SHOP for the biggest selection of authentic NFL gear. For your free team catalog, call 877-NFL-SHOP or go to NFL Shop on NFL.com.
Introducing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Covering the entire world of extreme sports. Nightly.
Back here in New Orleans, looks like Dale Carter's all right. He kind of got kicked in the midsection there. Had to bring you down. This is Richardson. This is Michael Lewis. And he won't get much. Tackled by Chris Walsh. We've got a flag down. Let's check it out. The officials are pointing in the direction of the Saints. But let's see.
Holding number 82 of the receiving team after the ball was kicked. The receivers will keep the ball 1st and 10 after assessing their foul.
That's Boo Williams. He gets the flag. Right now, let's go to Los Angeles and JB.
Hey, Ron and John, take a look at what's happening in Philadelphia. The handoff to Liddell Betts, not a good exchange. Fumble, picked up, no whistle. Carlos Emmons recovers the fumble. He takes it 44 yards for the score. You know, if Philly wins, they win their 2nd consecutive NFC East. And that's good news for New Orleans if the Saints can come back. Let's take it back to Ron and John.
All right, JB, thank you very much. And you're right, a Philadelphia Eagle win would clinch that East Division. And they look to be well on their way. This is Aaron Brooks, 1st and 10. Deuce is loose. McAllister. Deuce McAllister, you got to give him his props because he comes into this game after playing about 3 weeks, busted up with that ankle, coming in for treatment at 6:30 in the morning. He's laying it on the line.
He is laying it on the line. 21 yards in the first half. He's come back and already 2 bigger runs in the second half. One for 12 yards, this one for 5. They've got to find him room. They've got to open up some holes for him.
This will be 2nd and 5. Deuce again. Deuce gets some love. Cuts back inside. We've got a flag down. But Deuce, meanwhile, is rolling. Deuce McAllister will score, but let's see what the flag is. It's back toward the line of scrimmage. 78 yards as the officials talk it over. 78. And it won't count because we've got a penalty on the Saints.
It's going to be negated. I think Terrell Smith on the corner, the fullback, horse-collared somebody down to the ground. They're going to call it on Paython, coming in from the perimeter. He got a hold of Brian Williams off the corner.
Holding on the wide man. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
I love the wide
man.
We all know who that is.
And the wide man was Jerome Paython trying to get on Brian Williams, and he got on him a little bit much.
Jim Haslett is getting on the official.
Well, the referees really have been brought into question this year, and Haslett's not happy. He wants to know why that call was being made.
And Coach Jim Haslett better be careful.
And you can see it right here. He's being collared. That play could be made in the backfield, and when it's not made, the flag is flying. And that flag flew from 20 yards down the field.
So it'll push the Saints back, erase the touchdown, and they'll look at a 2nd and 14. Plenty of time for Brooks, but his time is closing down. And he's got to get rid of this one out of necessity.
And those shots on Aaron Brooks are starting to add up. They're starting to pile up. We've seen him underthrow a couple of balls. Let's take a look at that penalty again. Here's Joe Horn right here. Here's Paython. He's got to make the block. And there you see he's in front of him. But as they turn, it almost looks like he gets a hold of him. He's got an arm in front and an arm in back. And then he takes him down to the ground and wrestles him to the ground. If he wasn't near the play and if he didn't almost make the tackle, they wouldn't have called the penalty.
3rd and 14. James Fenderson checks in the backfield for the Saints. Brooks has a man over the middle. It's complete. At about the 28-yard line, that's Jake Reed. Jake Reed coming alive.
Jake's been coming up big. He's got the touchdown pass. And now the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 15, not going to win as an offense many times. They win that time. Aaron Brooks, when given time, is phenomenal.
A pickup of 15 big ones.
Here he is right here. He's the inside of the 3 receivers. The number 1 just comes up and just runs a little curl. Protection's there. Timing's there. Completion is there.
Saints roll the package. They've got 4 wide receivers in the game now. This is Joe Horn. Joe's got some room to run. Beaker takes a shot. He misses. He's finally brought down by the corner, Kelly.
And the Saints love 4 wide receivers more than they like any other formation. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, 1 back. It's okay. But they've got weapons in 4 wide receivers. That's what they prefer to be in. That's their high-impact offense, 4 wide receivers.
Well, the Saints have something that you don't see on the Vikings side, and that's depth at wide receiver. They've got weapons in the 2s and the 3s. This will be 2nd down and 1 yard on the 36-yard line. Here's the toss. You've got movement by the Saints, and the officials blow the play dead. That was James Fenderson on the carry.
Every time they run that little toss.
Start, number 82, offense. 5 yards, 2nd down.
Boo Williams, right here, the tight end. Little smidgen of movement. They shouldn't have called that on Boo Williams. That's a defensive line guy making a move.
And they put that, a form of encroachment directly across.
Yeah, they put that rule in place specifically so they can't draw the offensive line off, and that's what happened there. They should call that a defensive penalty.
That'll make it 2nd and 6. Brooks, he ends up finding Boo Williams. Williams had slipped down on the play, gets up and makes a very nice grab.
The difference in the passing offense from the first half to the second half, Aaron Brooks has time. He's got time to find his wide receivers. Minnesota's gotten a rush in there a couple of times, but for the better part in the second half here, he has time to find his receivers.
And that's another advantage of spreading out a defense. You eliminate those guys in the box. They have to respect receivers on the perimeter.
I also think it's easier to see a blitz coming when you're in 4 wides.
That's right.
And you see those guys getting a little bit antsy, and you just hesitate a little bit at the line. The Saints have the first down, but you hesitate a little bit at the line, and you see those creepers coming in off your slot receivers, and then you can identify that quicker and get the ball out.
So that makes a first down for the Saints. It's Terrell Smith, he checks out.
Hold tight.
Fenderson checks in at the fullback position. 2 tight end set. This is the big run formation here. And it is. That's Fenderson. He gets going north and south. And that is a load. Right now, let's head to Los Angeles and JV.
Hey, Ron and John, take a look. You know Atlanta needs a victory and a Giants loss to get in the playoffs. Won't happen like this. Willie Williams strips the ball from Mike Vick and recovers it. Takes it 25 yards for the score. It is now 21-17. Seattle on top of the Falcons. Back to Ron and a humorous John.
All right, JB. That's right. You know, the worst thing you can do when you need help is to look for that help. You better take care of your deal.
Mike Vick needs to protect the football. That's the biggest criticism on him. Take care of that ball. It's valuable.
Whoops, he fires. Joe Horn's going to take care of this ball. He's out to the 45-yard line. And another Saints first down, a pickup of 14.
And Boo Williams is clearing it out for him, and Horn cuts right up underneath him. And that's what Aaron Brooks sees. He's waiting to see what the defensive backs are going to do. If they're going to stay with Joe Horn, he goes to Boo Williams. If they stay with Boo Williams, he's going to go with Joe Horn on the slant.
And you saw they took care of Chris Hovan in there. And what a story Joe Horn is. Itawamba Junior College in Mississippi. He was a fry cook for a while. Went to JC, decided he wanted to try out. Through perseverance, here he is. That's Deuce. And Deuce will get a couple before he's brought down by Nick Rogers. He picked up 6.
60-70 stretch, they love that play.
And you talk about this division, John, and it's amazing. Tampa Bay can't seem to beat New Orleans, but New Orleans can't seem to beat Atlanta, and Atlanta can't seem to beat Tampa Bay.
It's perplexing. It's a trilogy there. They dominate one team and they can't play the other team. But I know Jim Haslett chomping at the bit to get back at Atlanta. He wants a shot at them again. But it is puzzling why one team does better against the other.
Callister's got plenty of room around the outside, and you can see the limp. He just has trouble going to certain directions, but that's good enough to get another first down. And the Saints are starting to chew up the clock here in this quarter. The Viking defense spending a lot of time on the field here in this drive.
You know, all these guys in football are very talented players. All the players on these two teams are very talented. The challenge is to play football with injuries and to play it well. And Deuce McAllister is the epitome of that right now. This guy's playing with injuries, and he's flourishing behind this offensive line.
He first hurt that ankle about 4 weeks ago against the Atlanta Falcons. The 10th play of the drive, and it's another catch. This is the rookie Stallworth, and Stallworth started slow. He came under the wrath of Jim Haslett early in the year, but he's slowly starting to be a fixture in this offense.
Aaron Brooks recognizes coverage when he's dropping back. He's looking to the right. He knows he's got single coverage to the backside. He wheels and he fires to Stallworth. And you see the recognition. He's looking, he knows, he comes back and gets the guy in the slant that has one-on-one coverage.
The Saints in the red area, #1 in the NFC. 60% touchdown ratio. Or percentage. This is the fake, looking up the field. Here comes the pressure, and Brooks will go down. Lance Johnstone.
They ran the fake to Joe Horn like that little slip screen where you expect the offensive line to get to him, and they ran Pathon up the field. And nobody bit. The defensive backs didn't bite, but he could have went right back out the Horn because both defensive backs dropped off on Pathon. If he'd have been patient and just stayed with it, right out to Horn, Horn would have got you 10 yards.
And we talked about this earlier. That's the thing that drives an offensive coordinator crazy. You're in field goal range. Now you take a 9-yard loss, and you're going to make it that much harder on a field goal kicker.
Timeout, New Orleans.
And the Saints call timeout.
Charge timeout.
They're looking at a long second down. We'll be back to see if the Viking defense can hold.
Radio Shack has great savings at the groovy Super Tuesday sale. Every Tuesday until Christmas, you can save a lot at Radio Shack, yeah.
This Tuesday only, get an additional 10% off with your Radio Shack Answers Plus credit card. Get a 3-DVD home theater, only $2.19 after discount and mail-in rebate. Or an RCA DVD player or 13-inch TV for $69.99 each after discount and mail-in rebate.
Shop real early and save big. The Super Tuesday sale, Radio Shack.
How'd you get the new bike? We have this rule. You have to put a quarter in the jar anytime you lose your temper. So, my dad has a crummy old computer.
No, 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 no!
Cha-ching.
Maybe it's time to upgrade your old computer. Step up to a compact Rosario by HP, powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor, and get the performance you need, all for what you'd pay for a lesser computer. To buy, simply call, click, or visit your local retailer.
Daddy, cash.
When it really matters, choose compact in the Intel Pentium 4 processor.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37. By HP. HP Technology, Services, and People help make more things more possible. By Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers. And by American Express. Make life rewarding.
The previous play was meant for Pathon, who's right here. He's going to run this route. Joe Horn is the fake. And they're going to fake it to him and go for Pathon, but Pathon's covered. The two receivers, they drop back, the two defenders, and there's Horn sitting wide open if you can get him the ball again for a 5 to 7 yard gain. He gave up on him and he tried to go to another wide receiver, but that was the play out on the left side.
2nd down, 19. That's Pathon in motion. Here's an identical play to the other side, the quick screen to Stallworth. He did a nice job. He got away from about 4 purple shirts. But then the fun ended.
And Beekert smelled it out. Greg Beekert, the veteran back there, the guy they acquired from Oakland, he's the guy that smelled it out. He saw it, he got over quick, and he got bypassed. Here's Beekert right here. He's going to smell this play out. The minute Brooks turns, he's firing out there. And Falau, he's got a chance to go get him, but he passes him up. And here's Falau not looking. He's got nobody. He's looking around trying to find a guy to block. Well, your guy's Beekert. You just got to recognize that, and you got to go get him.
Bring up 3rd and 16. Joe Horn along with Pathon up top. Horn is in the end zone. He's going to shoot for the sideline. The ball is caught by Pathon. Let's see if he's in bounds. The official signals yes, he is. But it won't be enough for a first down. That'll bring on John Carney.
Another trip into the red zone, another field goal opportunity. You can't have this. If you're New Orleans Saints and you're the offense and you're the offensive coordinator, this is 3 field goal tries. It's no good. This is unacceptable. You've got to score touchdowns when you have the opportunity.
So John Carney will try from 27 yards. He's 8 for 8 from this distance this year. Should be a chip shot, but you know what they say about those, Rico.
I've seen some chip shots chili dipped in the past. Not good.
But this one is, and the Saints pull within 1.
Hey Lisa, fill you up?
Oui, merci beaucoup. Ça serait très bien. What'll it be, girls? Deux œufs avec de jambon. And aussi un bout de daim. 2 eggs and ham, Jimmy.
With the new American Express card, the things you buy every day can earn you double points with no expiration dates for incredible rewards.
I'm guessing we're in Paris by springtime.
Spider-Man! What's cracking, baby? Woo! Hey! Where you going, Spider-Man? Woo-hoo! Ha! You're getting the girl. Saving the day. Yeah! Go, Spider-Man!
If they're into computer stuff, go go to the one place that has it all, like Spider-Man, the computer game. There's something fun for everyone at Best Buy.
Go get him, Spider-Man, yeah! Fox tonight. It's an all-new night of crime and punishment. First, a notorious killer returns.
Just call me Bob.
Kelsey Grammer's back on The Simpsons. Then,
where's my finger?
Manslaughter hits King of the Hill. Malcolm's busted for forbidden love.
Get your filthy mouth off of my daughter's face!
And even Andy Richter knows you can't hide from the buzz.
A woman has certain needs.
Oh, dear.
An all-new night of crime and punishment starts at 8 tonight on Fox.
Please support military families this holiday season by logging on to NFL.com VFW and donating to Operation Uplink. This year, give to someone who gives you the gift of freedom every day.
Back here in New Orleans, and that last drive was a killer for the Minnesota Viking defense. 14 plays, 75 yards in 8 minutes. And we'd like to welcome those of you watching the Washington Redskins Philadelphia Eagles game. We are 24-23 here in New Orleans. The Vikings up by 1. And the Saints just went on a huge drive to put up 3 points by John Carney. Ron Pitts along with John Yurkovich. And this ball will be taken by Tyrone Carter. He gets blasted around the 18-yard line. And here's what's happened so far today. We've had some fireworks early by the Minnesota Vikings.
Early Dante Culpepper on a quarterback draw runs over a couple of Saints, and then off a scramble finds a way to score a touchdown. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. Then Michael Lewis on the ensuing kickoff, 97 yards for a touchdown. Jake Reed in a 2-minute drill scores one right down the center of the field, and then Randy Moss with Cedric Hodge in coverage. Touchdown with a few seconds left before the half.
This will be Michael Bennett. Bennett started out hot, but he's cooled down considerably. We got a couple. And here's a look at our game summary there. Dante Culpepper came out, and the Minnesota Vikings went into a hurry-up offense right off the bat, and they got the Saints off balance, and it took the Saints a whole half to recover.
It took the Saints some time to recover. If you look at rushing yards for the Saints, if not for the second half, and how good they've been rushing the ball, that number would be a lot lower. They could not get it started in the first half. They've got it started in the second.
Time winding down here in the third quarter. This is complete to Randy Moss. Moss very close to a first down. Darren Smith along with 3 others in on the tackle. And Randy Moss has pulled some one-on-one coverage today, and he's made the Saints pay for it. And that's the end of the third quarter. The fireworks continue. The Vikings 24, the Saints 23. We'll be back right after this.
You're watching the NFL on Fox. Winter's a blast, but there's a way to kick it up a notch. Hit the snow in a Dodge, the most powerful, longest-lasting line of trucks, with available Magnum V8 engines and shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive systems. Now get 0% financing or up to $2,500 cash allowance. Plus Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota don't match it. See your Dodge dealer today. Then go out and play.
Football is in the air, and Fairway scores a touchdown with low economical prices. Shop Fairway's full-service meat department, perfect for halftime grilling. And be sure to shop Fairway this week for these specially priced products.
Jif peanut butter, $2.88. Christmas M&Ms and miniatures, 2 for $4. Cookies and 2 for $4. Barilla pasta, 79 cents.
Shop Fairway, Iowa's most economical food stores today.
Hi, I'm Dick Enrico. Second Win Spit and Finance deal just got twice as good. That's right, we've doubled the deal. 1 year, 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days, no interest, no payments on the latest in fitness equipment. Treadmills, home gyms, bikes, climbers, and the hot new cross trainers. In stock, priced right, and ready to go. Hurry in today. Our 1 year, no interest, no payments, fit and finance offer ends soon. Your wallet will wait, but you shouldn't. Second Win with 21 locations is your one-stop fitness shop.
KDSM, Fox 17, keeping you informed and entertained.
Back here in the Big Easy, the Saints 1 point away from the Minnesota Vikings. And, Yurko, we've had a great one here today so far.
It's been up and down, fireworks all day, special teams getting involved, Culpepper really playing well, and Aaron Brooks has really picked it up in the second half, as has the New Orleans offense.
First down and 10 for Dante Culpepper. Randy Moss at the bottom. This is the quick handoff, and they hit on Klein-Saucer, the fullback, and he took a shot.
He took a shot from the heavy lunch bunch in the middle there. Grady Jackson and Norman Hand. Two guys in the middle. Got a little slant, got a little game on in the middle here. They're just going to make things happen. You see how he separates between the center and the guard. Hand gets the penetration in the backfield, which is key. That makes Klein-Saucer buckle a little bit, and he has to make his break late.
He beat Corbin Lucina, the left guard. Second down and 10. Here's the play-action fake to Morrow. He'll throw complete. That's to Wayne Bates, and Bates wiggles out across the 35-yard line, across the 40. Let's see where they mark it. They'll mark it just in front of the 40-yard line.
And it's the first time we hear Dwayne Bates' name today. He's their number 2 receiver. They picked him up after the Bears waived him. They picked up Dwayne Bates, and Dwayne Bates is yet to develop as that solid number 2 guy. He's got 35 receptions, but he hasn't taken the pressure off of Randy Moss.
Third down and 1. Bennett, I don't think he got it. Great initial penetration there by Norman Hand. Darren Howard ends up with the final stop.
Hand forces the bubble. You force the break in the backfield. Here's the big man. Watch the penetration.
Wow.
And then you force the early bubble, the early adjustment by Michael Bennett. He has no momentum going forward, and he ends up falling short and getting tackled before the first down.
The heavy lunch bunch. They eat celery, salad, and all that kind of rabbit food to stay under 330.
They got him listed at 310. I almost chuckled when we talked to him. He goes 332, and I know I got to add another 20. He's about 350 if he's an ounce.
And that's not the Atkins diet, folks. And they're short. And that'll bring on the punting situation for the Minnesota Vikings.
A defensive stop for New Orleans, what you need. Get the ball back to the offense. The offense has been playing well in the second half. See if Brooks and McAllister and that offensive line can continue.
Michael Lewis is deep to receive the Kyle Richardson punt. Michael Lewis has already returned 1 kickoff for a touchdown today. He's had some nice punt returns as well. Almost blocked, and the Saints have been a terror in that area. Lewis will fair catch the ball at about the 15-yard line, and that's where we'll see Aaron Brooks, Deuce McAllister, and the rest of the Saints offense.
The sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky, look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
From camp.
Way to go, Jimmy. That's my boy.
Hey, it's a picture from Jimmy.
Dude, we have to go to camp next year.
Looking for more expressive email? Introducing MSN 8. It's our best version of MSN yet with more exciting email. Switching is easy, and if you call now, you get 2 months free when you sign up. Find out why it's better with the butterfly. Call 866-TRY-MSN 8 today.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by new MSN8. It's better with the Butterfly. MSN8, more useful every day. By Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers. By FedEx, Ground International, online or express. Don't worry, there's a FedEx for that. And by Sprint, introducing PCS Vision. Clearly a whole new way to look at wireless.
Back here in New Orleans, Ron Pitts, John Yurkovich, and everybody's looking for that early Christmas present from Santa. The Saints are looking for a playoff spot, and the Vikings, well, they want a road win. They haven't had one in 2 years.
They got off to the quick start they wanted, the Vikings. Now they've got to find a way to finish. They haven't been able to finish this stretch.
Brooks to McAllister. He gets maybe 2 before he's brought down. And once again, we'd like to welcome in our audience watching the Philadelphia Eagles Washington Redskins game. And the New Orleans Saints, they need a win here, plus a little help. And some of that help comes from Philadelphia. They get a Philadelphia win or a New York Giants loss along with their win here, and they will earn a playoff spot. But you know what they say, take care of your house, son. Right now, they're down by 1, and Brooks, he's down near his own end zone, and he just throws it away.
Once Brooks gets out of the pocket, he realizes his last resort is to dump the ball. Again, he's looking for receivers who aren't open. These guys get comeback routes. These are long developing routes. And the defensive backs for the Minnesota Vikings are doing a good job. Ever since Corey Chavis has moved to safety, this Minnesota defensive backfield has been solidified. The safety has made the cornerbacks that much better. That simple little move, Willie Shaw, he's doing backflips over it. He's happy.
There's been a lot of guys do that in the past. Ronnie Lott did it.
Leroy Butler did it.
Roy Butler did it. Tyrone Braxton did it. Rod Woodson did it. And this won't do it. Aaron Brooks. Remember, Aaron Brooks has been bothered by a bad shoulder for the last 2 weeks. He's had to come out of games early, and he doesn't have all the throws in him. Kenny Mixon applied the pressure.
Mixon with the pressure. Johnstone has done a nice job of getting in there and getting pressure. Here you see stunts up and down the line of scrimmage. Brooks stepping up into the pocket, can't find a way to get out, and Mixon puts the final hit on him.
Only the 3rd punt of the day from Toby Goen. He'll launch this one away. Nick Davis calls for the fair catch. Hit the ball, cuts him. That's a free ball. Somehow Davis recovers it, loses his shoe. And you want to talk about a bad down for Davis. He can't wait to get off the field.
Minnesota's fortunate, but is that Jay Hayes' fault? No. That's Davis's fault. Minnesota got lucky.
Honey, I'm stuck. In North America. Would you write this down, please? You go south through Canada.
Need a lot of minutes? Switch to Sprint, and for just $30 a month, get unlimited night and weekend minutes and 300 anytime minutes. And get a free PCS phone instantly at Sprint stores.
Well, that was embarrassing.
It never happened.
PCS from Sprint. Clearly, the phone to give or get.
How do you avoid getting sick when you read in a car?
Well, you don't read. Anything else? Good. This custom hydraulic system gains international appeal after a showcase at an auto show.
Center stage?
It was in the back, but had good foot traffic. Anyway, the mechanic uses FedEx Global Trade Manager to help find and print shipping documents, estimate duties and taxes, and they're on the international scene before you can say lederhosen.
Lederhosen.
Too late.
That was fast.
Not fast enough.
Lederhosen.
Now through Sunday, Zales is having its biggest sale of the season, where you can save up to 50%, plus take up to an extra $200 off every piece of jewelry in the store. Now through Sunday at Zales, the diamond store.
In all the universe, there is one being powerful enough to change destinies, destroy worlds, and create stars. Well, hello. The next American Idol, this January on Fox. Will the winner fall for the man or the mansion? Joe Millionaire, the ultimate test of love versus money. A new reality series, Monday, January 6th on Fox.
Welcome back to New Orleans. Ron Pitts along with John Yurkovich. You know, the Saints need some help getting into the playoffs today, but sometimes you need help just getting into your jersey.
How'd you like to have that job? That's like an intern, a special intern for the jersey stuffer.
Boy, the things guys will do to be on an NFL team.
Wash those hands. Wow. Good for him.
The more you can do, right?
Yeah. Well, that's how you're versatile.
Hey, first down and 10. Bennett looking for a crease, and he'll get creased by Dale Carter, the corner, who comes up and makes the play.
And the intensity is picked up. The guys are starting to fly over the field. Bennett was on the outside there. I saw bodies flying everywhere. The impact is starting to double up here. The playoffs are on the line for the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, Minnesota wants to win this game on the road. They want to break that streak. It has picked up a pace. There's more electricity here.
And nobody from the NASCAR division down here wants to have to go up north.
No, the
Green Bay, Philly, They want to stay right down here in these nice warm domes.
Green Bay and Philly, it affects everything.
Second down and 9, and the Loud is here. Culpepper in trouble. Look at the time he's got. He's pointing downfield, fires. That's complete to Moss. Moss is taken down immediately by Darren Smith. Right now, let's head to Los Angeles, and my man, JB.
Young Patrick Ramsey having an efficient game for the Skins, 15 of 24, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, no pick. There's 1 touchdown here to Rod Gardner, making it 31-14 Eagles. And then after a 91-yard kickoff return by Eddie Drummond, Mike McMahon on a bootleg for the Lions takes it in to tie the score at 20. And Ron, I remember John from Green Bay Packer days when he kept us entertained whenever we interviewed him back to Ron and John.
JB. How about that Detroit Lion deal?
It's like Tampa Bay's falling asleep. Home field advantage at stake.
Third down, flags are down, play is stopped.
And Tampa loses the tiebreaker to the New Orleans Saints because the Saints beat them twice.
That's right. Our referee, Bob McElwee, signals this is against the Vikings. And this is what Mike Tice was most worried about, especially with his check with me offense, the noise.
The check with me offense and their offensive linemen getting off the ball in passing situations. In the first half, it almost seemed like the defensive line for the Saints knew a secret. They had a key, and they were getting to the quarterback and beating the offensive line off the ball.
Third down and 11. Randy Moss is up top. He's looking. Throws down complete to the rookie Kelly Campbell, but Campbell won't make the first down. Dale Carter, the veteran, and that's the kind of matchup you want if you're Willie Shaw, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, you want Carter out there. And Rick Venturi for the New Orleans Saints, he knows that he has an advantage there against the young Kelly Campbell. He's going to get the job done. And they force the punt just short of the first down, and he knows Dale Carter's going to stay close enough to make sure he's short of that first down.
Willie Shaw didn't want that on the other side. He's the Vikings defensive coordinator. This will be Squiver. Michael Lewis. What is Michael Lewis doing? Did he touch the ball? What is he doing?
Get away from the ball. Where's the Peter call? That call indicates to all guys, get away from the football. The New Orleans Saints should have been...
I do not believe he tried to make a block.
They should not have been anywhere near that football. If they lose the ball here, well, that's terrible.
The officials signal that it's Saints football. Jim Haslett is talking to Michael Lewis.
Well, Al Everest is going to get his guys together. He's going to say, fellas, where's the Peter call? Right now, you should be screaming. Right here, McAfee's in trouble. He's getting pushed into the ball. And you see Lewis is trying to help him. They're getting shoved into it, but nobody touched the ball. Very dangerous.
There's something wonderful about a hamburger. It's one of the few things that brings so much joy. Made fresh, hot off the grill, all juicy and delicious with fresh toppings so it tastes great. It lifts your spirits and makes everything okay. That's the kind of hamburger we make. Wendy's Classic Double with cheese. It's better here. And our pickup window's open till midnight or later, so you can eat great even late.
this Christmas.
A diamond is forever.
Since I logged on to NFL.com, I found out who holds the single-season sack record. It's Michael Strahan.
I got the weather forecast for my next home game. Yep, cold.
Since I logged on to NFL.com, I could email my brother.
I can communicate better with my teammates. Let me check that one more time. Oh, what do you know? Michael Strahan.
I found Super Bowl highlights.
For the Packers, Owens and the Niners. Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader continues next. Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by De Beers. Declare your love this Christmas.
We're back here in New Orleans. The Saints still trying to make up that 1 point on the Vikings.
Michael Lewis and McAfee discussing the situation that happened. And McAfee saying, hey, it was my fault, I did not hear the call. And it looks like we've got a challenge on the field. The flag is thrown on the field. That's a little red hanky. That's no penalty flag. That's a red hanky. I guess they want to see whether the New Orleans Saints touched that football or not.
They're trying to see if Michael Lewis touched the football. And Lewis is trying to get a teammate out of the way. But in doing so,
you can see right here, McAfee getting pushed onto the pile. And then Hunter Goodwin taking a shot at Michael Lewis to try to get him to touch the ball. But there it is right there. A Viking touched the football first. So that's where the ball is going to be spotted down.
Well, and another thing, if you watch McAfee makes a swat to the ball after Lewis crosses it here.
I think this angle is going to give us the best shot.
Now, does McAfee right here touch the ball first?
Well, we'll take a look. Right there, it doesn't happen. Right there, Michael Lewis does not touch that football. He's over the top, far enough away, never touches it.
Now, here's the second.
Now it's rolling. Now there's a shove. His hand was the second one on, not the first one on.
Yep.
We can replay that up a little bit. His was the second one on. Intriguing. This is an interesting challenge, and I wonder if they're going to allow the challenge. Here's another angle.
Watch Chris Walsh here.
Here's Walsh getting pushed out. Here's Walsh. He's getting pushed out. The first hand on is the Viking hand, then McAfee goes and touches on top of the Viking hand. I think that's clear. I think they're trying to tell Mike Tice right now that this isn't reviewable. He's not going to get a chance to see this play. And I think Coach Tice is getting some bad advice from upstairs. Because you really have to see a New Orleans Saint touch this football for you to challenge it.
That the ball was first touched by a kicking team player, which awards the ball to the receivers.
Well, I have a feeling Bob McElway is going to be there for about a half hour. Because you really got to dissect some angles.
Clearly, that ball was not touched.
Here's the first
by Lewis. First time.
You're right. It was not touched by Michael Lewis. Period. The only guy that might touch it is Fred McAfee when he puts his hand down.
Now let's see if it's illegally touched here by Chris Walsh. Because if it is, then the Saints wouldn't lose the ball. They don't have a risk of losing it if it's illegally touched.
That's
first.
When your blue beanbag would fly out. Okay. No touch.
I can't tell there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he touched it. If he touched it, Walsh would have picked it up right away because, you pick it up, you hand it to the official. He's been around long enough. He's a veteran. He's not going to let something roll when he knows Michael Lewis might be able to pick it up. Again, it wasn't touched there. Now, there is the first hand. It's the left hand of the Minnesota Viking player. Willie Offord is the hand that flies on first. He's pushing Fred McAfee here. And now, there's the left hand from Willie Offord that goes flying down. Here you see it right here. McAfee almost made a big mistake. Michael Lewis trying to help his buddy, Fred McAfee, and be a good teammate. He wants to push him out of the way. He almost kicks the ball. But then McAfee sees the ball get touched, and he goes in after it. He should have just removed himself from the situation. And where is the most basic call? The Peter call. The minute Michael Lewis sees he's not going to handle the ball, he starts screaming out, Peter, Peter, Peter. There should not be a New Orleans Saint within 20 yards of that football. You scatter, you get out of the way.
Absolutely.
These guys have done this long enough.
Once again, we'd like to welcome in those watching the Redskins-Eagles game. And Bob McElwee.
After reviewing the play, the ball was first touched by the kicking team on the 26-yard line. A timeout will be charged to Minnesota. It's the receiver's ball, first down on the 26-yard line.
And the reason for the call is once it's touched by the kicking team, it's gone down as an illegal touch, and the receiving team does not have a chance to lose the ball. They can't lose the football.
Anytime you're going to challenge, you're waiting from advice from upstairs, from the guys that are seeing the replays. And that play should have never been challenged for Minnesota. You lose a timeout, you have two in a very tight ball game. Down the road here, later in the fourth quarter, in the 2-minute drill, this could cost you down the road. You have to be 100% sure if you're going to challenge a play. And from all the replays, Ron, you and I saw, we saw no touching of the football by the New Orleans Saints.
You couldn't tell. It was not clear visual evidence, let's say that.
Oh, yeah.
And that man right there, he didn't know that ball was touched either. And neither did Michael Lewis. They were just trying to get out of the way.
They were in a bad situation, and they were trying to just go. If I dream
of Gene, that's all you can do at this point is laugh about it.
If Barbara Eden was there, they would have crossed their arms and just blinked their eyes and gotten out of there. But
you better call for Dr. Bombay.
Yeah, almost a catastrophic situation for the New Orleans Saints.
Got to switch over to Bewitched, man. You need more help than Barbara Eden on that, man. That's when you need Gazoo to pop up over your shoulder. Well, anyway, it's 1st and 10 for the Saints. Let's start off with the run to Deuce McAllister. Deuce still favoring that ankle a little bit, even though he's had some nice runs. He's still not 100%. Tackled by Lorenzo Bromell.
And it's hurting McAllister just in the cutting, because we saw some breakaway speed when he busted that big run that got called back by a penalty. But he's got the speed, but just the change of direction is what's really hurting him now. And anytime he's got a juke a defensive player that's come free, he can't do it.
2nd down and 9. Brooks checking the play at the line of scrimmage. He's got time on the play clock. And it looks as though the Saints are just going to go into I don't know why they do it, into some kind of clock-eating mode. Anyway, let's go down to the sidelines. Our sideline reporter, Joe Trahan, has some info. Joe?
Thanks so much, Ronnie. Before that challenge situation, an interesting moment on the Vikings bench. Head coach Mike Tice called his entire offense together. He said, guys, let's simply clean up the mistakes and give our playmaker a chance to do what he does best. And then he pointed at Randy Moss. We'll see if that has an effect later in the game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Joe, and I go along with that, because that is your playmaker, and he's caught a big one today in the man coverage with a linebacker.
But you can't force it. Nope. You can't force it to Randy. You choose your situations when he's in one-on-one coverage, lined up in the slot. That was a great play. That was a fantastic play. That's good utilization of Randy Moss, but don't force it into him.
I'm not sure I understand those last 2 plays by the Saints. This will bring up 3rd and 7. Brooks looking over the middle. It's caught. That's Pathon, and Pathon is across the 50-yard line. That would make sense.
3 wide receivers to the right side. It almost looked like they ran a triple slant. Forced the defensive backs into conflicts of assignment. Here's Pathon, the middle receiver. You see the triple slant. People have to make decisions. Defensive backs have to make decisions. Brooks with the good read finds Pathon, 1st down. Now they got a no-huddle offense working. They're hoping to catch Minnesota by surprise.
1st and 10. The Vikings bring up an 8-man front. It looks as though Mixon came early. Flags are down.
Yeah, they call the offsides. Kenny Mixon coming off the corner.
5 yards, 1st down.
Right now, let's return to Los Angeles. James Brown has this update.
Ron and John, I tell you, Patrick Ramsey continues to do a nice job starting today. Play action, hooking up with Darius Thompson. Nice tightrope job there as well. Washington trying to make a game of it, trailing by 10. That was 6 left in regulation. Back to Ron and John.
All right, JB. Well, We've got those watching the Washington-Philadelphia game, but I'm not sure how long we'll have them if that score keeps up. Jake Reed, he stays on his feet for a bit before he's brought down by Tyrone Carter.
Now they're back into just their normal offense. They're going to huddle. They're going to go with a little bit of a no huddle, and they're going to try to go at it. I thought after the timeout or after the penalty, they were going to go back into a huddle. That they're doing now. If you're not going to catch them by surprise, you're not going to catch them in bad personnel. You might as well huddle up and get on the same page offensively. 7:12 left in the fourth quarter. You've only got a handful of possessions left. You've got to make them count. The Saints have to find a way to get the lead.
2nd down and 2. 2 tight ends on the field for the Saints. They'll go with the throw. That's Horn, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by the rookie, Brian Williams, at the cornerback.
And that could have been a side adjustment between Brooks and Horn. Brian Williams might have been a little off, or they were expecting him to bail. Well, he didn't bail. He was right there in position to make a play, and Joe Horn knew it. And Horn took his eye off the ball, looking at the defensive back, and dropped that one.
That's what you call collarbone. And Joe Horn knew it was coming. 3rd down and 2. This will be McAllister. McAllister, he breaks 2 tackles, and there goes Deuce. Deuce turns the corner, and he picks up the 1st down. A huge 1st down, and he holds up the cheerleader on the sideline. He does it all.
Hovan in a position to make a play. Mixon in a position to make a play. McAllister, this is the difference. This is it. This is the running back. Players on the field making plays. It's perfectly coached. Players are there. They're in position to make plays, but he busts through all the tackles, and McAllister makes the play.
16 yards on the pickup for McAllister. He's got 72 yards on the day. Here come the Vikings. Bluff inside with the blitz. This is going outside, in and out of the hands of Dante Stallworth, the rookie. And we've got a flag down. This is a personal foul against the Vikings. Could be roughing the passer.
Looked like Turley got into Johnstone, and he reacted to what Turley...
Maybe not.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. 51 defense, half the distance to the goal line, 1st down.
That's against Lance Johnstone.
It's like Johnstone's getting a little fiery there. But it's Turley who's blocking him. He's on Johnstone. He ends up making a play, getting to the quarterback, but roughs him late.
And this is the time of the game that Viking fans have learned to hate. The last 8 minutes. The Vikings have squandered leads in the 4th quarter all season long. McAllister will get rolled up and pushed back by the purple shirts. Johnstone in on the tackle along with Brummel.
And what happens over the course of the season, you start losing games late where you have leads. You start losing games late, it becomes a pattern. It becomes a tendency. You get into the 4th quarter and you almost start thinking about, hey, how are we going to lose this game? That mindset somewhere back in the subconscious. And here again, 1 key penalty, roughing the passer, puts the ball in the red zone for the New Orleans Saints.
Coming up next, a look at our doubleheader action. A couple big ones, especially out in San Francisco, the Packers and the Niners. This is Brooks. Brooks intended for Stallworth. I don't know if Stallworth was supposed to sit down or what.
Aaron Brooks was going backwards when he threw the ball, never planted. Stallworth is, hey, it's my fault. I should have stopped. I should have read the defense, and I should have squatted for you. Again, red zone. They're bogging down in the red zone. The New Orleans Saints, this is their 5th trip into the red zone. They've got 3 field goals, 1 touchdown. They've got to find a way to come out with a touchdown to put some space on the Vikings.
And coming into this game, they were number 1 in the NFC in red zone. 3rd and 13. 4 wideouts on the field. Brooks rolls. He's got a man. That's complete. That's McAllister. Can McAllister get in the end zone? He does. the Saints pull ahead, and they're going for two.
And this is a time Jim Haslett should go for two. He pulls his card out and says, all the time, any time for 2 points, but this is the correct use. He's going for two, trying to make it a 7-point difference. McAllister was out on the perimeter. He was open. He was there. He was one of the late reads for Aaron Brooks. He got it out there, and again, McAllister making the plays. There were defenders out there. They just did not make the plays for Minnesota.
One wide receiver in the game. He's up top. Empty backfield as McAllister motions out. Here goes Brooks. Throws. Got a man. That's Horn. And Horn gets his feet in. And that's two more.
Joe Horn runs the fade stop in the corner. Looks like he's going to go to the corner of the end zone. And he just hits the brakes. Does a little push-off on Brian Williams and makes the catch inbounds with 2 feet down. Under control. He's been banged up. He's got turf burns all over his arms. But he comes back and makes the big plays for the Saints.
And here's another look at the touchdown by McAllister.
See McAllister set out right. He's just going to go out and skate into the flat. Aaron Brooks starts to scramble. And there, just overrun by Brian Williams and Greg Breekert. Brewer trying to fight off a block, can't make it. Finds a way into the end zone. He vaults himself into the end zone. That ankle's not hurt when you're playing on adrenaline like that.
You know what? That's just a great effort. I mean, he puts the ball out there. He puts the body out there, puts the ankle on the line to come down with the points.
Gets beat up. Remind me a little of that Nat Moore touchdown catch against the New York Jets way back when. Did the little helicopter. He did kind of a half a helicopter.
And the party is beginning to start here in New Orleans. Remember, they need to win, and then they need a little help. They need the Eagles win, or a win along with a Giants loss will get them in the playoffs.
The Vikings scored 24 first-half points. They have yet to get on the scoreboard here in the second half. And they've had opportunities, and they've had possessions. They just can't get it done.
I think the Vikings defense has been on the field way too long in the second half. They went on an 8-minute drive there that was just unbelievable. Tyrone Carter is deep to receive the kick. It's a short one. He'll take it at the 10-yard line. Breaks 2 tackles, breaks another set of tackles, and muscles it out to the 26-yard line. Taking a look at some of the scores from around the league. The Redskins trying to fight back. Seattle and Atlanta. Seattle giving Atlanta all they can handle. Tampa Bay got 3 on Detroit.
And they clinch with the win. Atlanta could also clinch today.
Yeah, but they're not taking care of business. A dogfight up there in Buffalo. Bears, surprising. Play action. Pass to Kleinsasser. He's hit immediately, but he makes a nice gain. Brought down by linebacker Darren Smith, a pickup of 7.
And you'll notice sense of urgency with Minnesota's possession. They're not guaranteed 2 possessions. This may be the one possession they have to find a way to get down and score. So they're going to be careful with this. They're going to make sure they communicate up and down the line.
Saints defensive coordinator Rick Venturi trying to get his unit to hold the Vikings. 2nd down and 3. Culpepper, he's out of the pocket, tried to throw, but he'll go down. Willie Whitehead.
Not a sack, it was a 2-yard gain, setting up a 3rd and short situation. You can see New Orleans just getting ready to rush the passer, and they're ready to go after it. Whitehead comes out of the pile, helps make the play. 3rd and short. It's 4-down territory. You've got to go for it here.
3rd down and 1. Randy Moss is in the slot at the bottom of your screen. empty backfield with 5 wide receivers in the game. Quick toss, looking for Randy Moss. Moss has it, makes a move, and that's enough for the first down. What a gutsy pass. It looked as though they weren't going to get it out to Moss.
Well, Dwayne Bates throws a cut block on Dale Carter. It looked early to me, but the play comes out to Randy Moss, and the ball was almost too far.
And Randy Moss has come up big. That's a pickup of 9. He's got 9 catches for 89 yards and 1 touchdown. It's first down. 2 tight ends in the game for Minnesota. Culpepper will go, and he's got plenty of room before he takes the slide at the 43-yard line.
Jackson and Hand both went, and they rushed in the B gaps. They got pushed out wide. Everything opens up for Dante Culpepper. Whether you get 15 yards passing or you get 15 yards running, the bottom line is you're getting the 15 yards that you need. You're moving the ball downfield, putting yourself in a situation where you can score a touchdown. Defensive linemen have to be more disciplined for the New Orleans Saints.
The old road losses, a bugaboo for the Minnesota Vikings the last 2 years. First down, quick throw inside, makes the catch. That's Dwayne Bates. I don't know how he made it because Fred Thomas was all over him.
Bates had to find a way to get inside. He's at the top of the screen, and there he is. He makes the cut. Thomas is there. Thomas interferes, and Bates still comes down with the catch. And there were no flags flying to bail out Bates. It in.
Second down and 1. Hit immediately. That's Bennett and Darren Howard. We'll step away. They can't get any hotter than this, folks.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Budweiser, delivering beer at its best with the crisp, clean, and refreshing taste known only to the king of beers.
Game day kicks off in the dawn's early light. Work behind the scenes to get it right. From the pigskin makers to the hard hat men, the special teams and the big game plan. This is for the people who never play it down, but really make it rock when the game's in town. This buck's for you, and you and you and you. This buck's for you.
Kelsey Grammer is back.
Just call me Bob.
The Simpsons, all new 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
Right now, all across the country, thousands of people are lining up to be part of the next American Idol. Pray for them.
Absolutely dreadful. Horrible. It's ghastly. You sounded like a dog dying.
The next American Idol. Be there from the first note to the final vote this January on Fox.
Darren Howard beats Brian McKinney on the inside on this play. Take a look. He's going up, takes him, and gets him inside and right at Michael Bennett. And McKinney was caught looking into the ball, looking for the snap because he can't hear the snap count.
And he complained about that last night. 3rd and 5. Vikings have only turned over 1 of these this quarter. This is Moss. Moss has it, and he'll flip it over. Dale Carter on the coverage.
Key 3rd down conversion, and they've gone to Moss all day on 3rd down conversions.
Randy Moss has been big. And speaking of big, we've got big games coming up. The Packers and the 49ers. The Giants along with the Cowboys. This is 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. 3 wide receivers still in the game. Plenty of time. Complete over the middle. Mo Williams, and Williams is knocked down immediately.
It almost looked like that was a predetermined pass to Mo Williams. The wide receivers were just kind of jogging down the field.
Clear out.
Yeah, they were just trying to do a nice conservative play and get some positive yardage.
We're down under 2 minutes here. Clock is moving. 2nd and 4. Culpepper fires in and out of the hands of the tight end Byron Chamberlain. And Chamberlain is going to kick himself for that one.
Right in his hands. He finds the void in the zone. Culpepper's looking for him. They're inching toward the goal line. And there it is. Trying to do too much with it. Trying to get out of bounds. Is that position as a tight end? Catch it, get down, get back to the huddle.
You can see the play drive by the Vikings. 3rd down and 4. Randy Moss is down at the bottom, but we've got a timeout by Culpepper.
What are these? Magic business binoculars. How do they work? You look through them, you see the future of business. Wow. The future sure looks different.
What do you see?
It's a 3D holographic projection of the world to come.
Things move fast. Everything's integrated. Everything works in real time.
How do we get everything to work?
I don't know. It says I need another quarter.
You are so wonderful.
Thank you.
I mean, you're so pretty and tall, and who does your hair? And your smile. I know I'm babbling on, and meeting you, it's just made my day.
You're just saying that because I'm on TV.
You're on TV?
Use any Visa card this holiday season and everyone will want to be nice to you. Because each time you use your Visa card, you could win $10,000 for you and $10,000 for a friend.
Oh my gosh, I think you are so wonderful.
On a holiday, Fox Wednesday, my true love gave to me 8 balls of bouncing, 7 hits of slicing.
This is gonna be ugly, America.
6 dancers dancing, 5 clumps of green.
I'm a snowman in the summertime, it'd be a meltdown around here.
4 speedy cars, 3 French girls, 2 private eyes.
For a second there, I thought you were cops.
It's the best holiday.
The fun starts at 8/7 Central Fox Wednesday. Fox Monday is the season for peace and goodwill toward men.
There's a hotel on Beacon Hill. Get a room, and I'll meet you there at 4 o'clock.
Be there for a special holiday Boston public.
Mr. Hanson, thank you.
Well, I didn't do anything yet.
Yes, you have.
An all-new episode, 8/7 Central Fox Monday.
It's on now, 3rd and 4. Randy Moss is in the slot. This is Culpepper, throws. Byron Chamberlain comes down with this one, and he's still going. Chamberlain muscles his way all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Only one timeout left. They want to down the ball here. They want to clock it. It's being kicked around.
There's a penalty.
The Saints kicked the football when the referee had placed it down. They're going to stop the clock now.
Delay game, number 20 defense. Half the distance to the goal line.
And they're going to get the ball closer to the goal line. That was Jay Bellamy.
It's a play the Vikings scored on earlier. It's the quarterback draw. They like the quarterback draw when they're inside the 5-yard line with Dante Culpepper. Even if you've got a guy assigned to him, they figure either he could juke him or he could shake the tackle and get into the end zone.
3 wide outs, 1 tight end. Moss at the bottom. Here's the play. Looking to Randy Moss. Randy Moss has it. A flag is down. Let's see what it is. Push off against Randy Moss.
Offensive pass interference. You're going up against the veteran there.
And let me tell you, Yerk, I don't know how many times you're going to see that one called in the NFL.
Yeah, not many. The offense gets the benefit.
They were looking for that.
Pass interference, number 84. 10 yards, first down.
They're either looking for it was blatant. And here's Dale Carter. He's a veteran of this league. And the first thing Randy does is come put his hands on him, and then he pushes off before he goes up.
I got to tell you, though, I've been involved and seen a lot worse than that.
It was right in front of the official, and that's the official that made the holding call that nullified the earlier touchdown by Deuce McAllister.
That would make it 1st and goal. Ball pushed back to the 13. The Saints move early. This could be a free play for Dante, and he can't get it off. And right now, let's go back to Los Angeles and James Brown.
Hey, Ron, trailing by a touchdown with under 2 minutes to play. Michael Vick, 5 of 9, 77 yards, including that 12-yard strike for Trevor Gaylor to tie it up and to send it into OP, all knotted at 24. Ron and John.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're coming around turn 4 here in this NASCAR division, and it can't get any hotter.
Take a look. Here's the offsides. Just trying to time it up. Just trying to time it up. You don't time it up too well. Trying to guess Charles Grant.
The rookie
comes
out of
off
Georgia.
Comes off the field after you make a mistake like that.
We'll make it 1st and goal. Looked like somebody went early in. Going to Moss. That one's too high.
And there's a lot of hand fighting, a lot of contact between Moss and Dale Carter. And you're going to get that in the NFL between receivers.
And you're right. Somebody from the Saints went early again. They didn't call it.
Yeah, Darren Howard on the top side.
Man, he's got a jump. He's got an unbelievable jump.
Take a look. He's just flying. And it looks like he's timed it up. He times it up well on the perimeter. The snap is going. McKinney's just not getting off the ball.
2nd and goal. Looking for Moss. A quick turnaround. And it's denied. And there are no flags.
I didn't like that throw at all. That one might have been able to get picked. That's a very dangerous throw going across the field. With the corner that far off, he's looking directly at Culpepper. And Irvin, he's going to make an interception for you.
You got to throw that ball low and away. You got to throw it almost at the pylon, away from the corner.
But your defensive back is waiting. You got to run that slant. You got to find something else besides that play.
3rd and goal. Moss remains at the top. There goes Howard. They call it on the offense.
Corbin Lucina gets a little hiccup right here. Just take a look. It's just a little bit. He wants to go up a little early.
Yep, he went.
That could be a benefit. That could be a benefit. Give yourself a little bit more room. You could run a couple of different routes to get into the end zone.
3rd down and goal. Ball pushed back to the 13. Another shot in the end zone. Double coverage, but Randy Moss comes down with it. Unbelievable. Double coverage. He split the defenders, and he makes the score. Knight and Carter were covering.
If you had to ask yourself, who do you need to win there? It is Carter and it's Knight. It's the both of those guys. That's what you need. You need those guys there.
And the Vikings have at first signaled that they're going for 2 points. The kick team started to come on the field. They went back, and the Minnesota Vikings are going for 2. Forget the tie.
They're on the road. They've got nothing to lose. They want the victory. It sends a great sign to your team. We want the win.
5 seconds left. This is for the win for all intents and purposes. The play clock running. Culpepper making an audible. Drops the ball, picks it up. He's going to go in for, and he will make it. Dante Culpepper gets 2, and the Vikings sideline has gone nuts.
They waited for the QB.
No flags down.
The quarterback draw, they ran on the 2-point conversion. They love it down here. The ball hits the ground. It's fumbled. They still get it in. Mike Tice, a gamble, but a calculated gamble because his team has not won on the road in a long time. He's not playing for the tie. He's going for the win.
And he told us last night, I got to send a message. I got to tell this team that we're looking for next year. We're improving now for the future. And what a play by Dante. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong in that play. The late audible. He drops the ball, picks it up, and he just makes it happen. And now his mom and the relative have another ball. We'll be back.
The phrase Average Joe was coined for a reason. Joe's the guy who wears a shirt that says Joe on it. Joe doesn't steal the girl, he's the guy you pal around with, but not since the playoffs. Now Joe's a bachelor from Alabama who changes everything. Joe's a guy who carries New York City on 2 bad knees and guarantees victory. Joe's not just a name, it's an idea. Fathers expect more from a kid named Joe. That's how big the playoffs are. They took the name Joe and made it Joe.
Culpepper takes the snap, but it's a snap that's on the ground. Everything that goes wrong goes wrong. But this is the touchdown pass to Randy Moss. And what happens? Sammy Knight gets turned around. He runs to Randy Moss, thinking the play is going to go to the corner. He ends up wheeling back around with his back to the quarterback. Randy Moss was the only guy that could see the football. And Dale Carter was expecting inside help, which Sammy Knight was there, but he got wheeled around and turned around.
You have to know how to beat double coverage, and he did. And Michael Lewis, he's going to make this the last play. And that's it. No attempted lateral, nothing. And the Saints, they leave the playoff door open, and the Minnesota Vikings have gotten rid of the 2-year road loss jinx.
Any chance whatsoever gone for home field advantage. Wild card.
Game 2 coming up next. The Packers and the 49ers. Or the Giants and the Cowboys. So long from New Orleans, folks.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. Stay tuned for the second game of your NFL doubleheader.
We would hear those kind of jokes a lot. Okay, well, thanks. Alrighty, bye-bye. Who is the luckiest father in the world?
I'm gonna go with the Osmond dad.
No, I was talking about my dad. I am getting him a cruise to Bermuda for Christmas.
Oh, wow, what a generous gift. He's gonna love that.
I know, I usually get him a robe or one of those old man caps he likes, but I thought, you know, why not dig into my pocket this year and do something special?
Oh, I'd love to give my dad something like this. Of course, I'd have to find him first.
Anyway, Hall, we're going to be doing a little thing here for Christmas on Saturday. Deacon's coming by with the kids, if you're free.
Really? Yeah. Oh, my God, I'd love to. Thank you, Carrie.
Oh, no problem. Anything special you like?
Just a bucket of eggnog and a ride home.
Damn.
What?
I screwed up. I ate all the Franks. Now all I have left is a crappy bowl of beans.
Yeah. It's like Raisin Bran after you finish all the raisins.
Right. That's exactly what it's like. Come in.
Hey, guys.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Look what I got.
What the hell is that?
Hello? You don't remember that from when we were kids? That's a vintage Joe Rogers action figure, circa 1975.
Okay, this isn't an action figure, it's a doll.
Yeah. The only action that guy is getting is with Ken.
Yeah, you guys laugh it up. If this happens to be a collector's item, cost me $70 on eBay.
You paid $70 just for that?
And 6 outfits.
That's crazy, man. I tell you, the only old toy I'd shell out any cash for is Mentalo. You remember Mentalo?
Oh, yeah, that's with the big head with the turban that told your future. It's like, by sources from beyond the grave say, proceed.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one, man. I love that toy. You know what? I might try and track one of those down.
Mentalo was a weak-ass toy, man.
Weak-ass? Are you on pot?
It was nothing but a glorified Magic 8-ball.
Magic 8-ball? Oh, try again later.
Hey, Arthur. Ready for our walk?
Just wrapping a gift. I'll be right with you.
Chopsticks. Who are those for?
Look at the initials.
C.H.
For Carrie Heffernan.
Wow, you had them monogrammed?
No, the owner of the Cantonese hut had the monogram. 2 lunches a week, coat with ample sleeves, and voila, here comes Santa Claus.
So that's all you're gonna carry? Some chopsticks?
Some chopsticks? I'm getting her a gross of them. She can eat like Charlie Chan till she's 100.
Arthur, are you sure that's a nice enough gift?
Trust me, it's fine. She'll probably just get me another old man cap. I don't know how many more of those I can accidentally leave on the bus.
Trust me, Arthur, I think you're gonna want to get her something a little bit nicer this year.
Why? Do you know what she's getting me?
Me? No. How would I know? You're silly.
Spill it, or I'll tell people you beat me.
I don't beat you.
My word against yours, and I can bruise myself up pretty easy. I'm like a ripe banana.
All right, fine. She's getting you a cruise to Bermuda.
A cruise to Bermuda? What a thoughtful and generous gift. Damn her. Now I'll have to get her a nice gift, too. What do you think she wants?
Oh, I don't know.
Then you're gonna have to find out.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
You don't? And so help me, I'll knock myself into next week.
Hey, just got off the phone with the travel agent. My dad's cruise. Guess what her name is?
I don't know.
Gertrude. And she sounded younger than us. Isn't that weird?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
I'm bidding on a mint condition Mentolo, and I'm 30 seconds away from reeling them in. Oh, crap. Someone's trying to outbid me. Back off, Rosie Fan 19.
Wait a minute. You're bidding $180? Are you insane?
Stop it. Knock it off.
You knock it off.
Get off! Get off, woman! Nice! It's the only Mentolo on eBay.
Doug, you can't spend $180 on a stupid toy.
Oh, yeah? Just last week, you put twice that much into some IRA that we can't even touch. And, needless to say, can't tell our future.
Will you stop? Come on, we're already spending way too much this Christmas. My dad's cruise alone is costing over $600.
Well, why are you getting this stupid cruise anyway? Why don't you just get him another old man cap? He told me he left the last one on the bus.
I'm getting him the cruise. Why are you so obsessed with this toy anyway?
I don't know. I guess it reminds me of a simpler time in my life, you know? A time when I didn't have to worry about paying bills or going after that big promotion.
Okay, you've never done either of those.
But I know I should, and it's very stressful, okay? I just don't know what Mentolo meant to me.
Dougie, come on down. Pa's taking you fishing down at the creek.
Coming! Mentolo, are we gonna hook any catfish today?
The spirit world tells me yes.
Hot dog!
The crick?
Yeah, the crick.
Okay, where was there a crick in Queens?
All right, take it easy, okay? I'm just making a point, and that point is I love Mentolo. He made me happy. And if my sister hadn't have smashed him after I made fun of her for getting her period, he'd be making me happy to this day.
The things that really...
Hey. Hey-ho. Wrapping gifts. Hey, you're a rapper.
Right.
If you were wrapping those gifts and then you slapped me around a little bit, you'd be a gangster rapper, you know? I'm sorry, did I forget to pay you, or? No, I need your help with something. I have to buy a gift for my cousin, and I want to get her something really nice. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, what kind of things does she like?
What do you like?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have, like, the exact same taste. I mean, you guys were practically separated at birth, you know? I'm not surgically, more like as if one of you was, like, stolen.
Get a little head start in that eggnog there, Hop?
No, and I guess I'm just kind of freaked out because I really need to get this gift. I mean, do you have any ideas? I mean, remember, nice.
Okay, nice. Oh, well, I saw this gorgeous burgundy leather jacket at Wilson's.
That's great, great. What size?
How would I know?
Well, what size are you? And then I'll just Add one. She's got a little junk in the trunk, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm a size 2.
That's perfect. That's great. That's great. Thanks.
Oh, my God.
My God, what?
I just realized what Holly was doing.